Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Widener Show, powered by Sonic Web Studio, and it's brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's an actor, singer, performer, born and raised in Compton, California. He began his career at 5 with a love for music and attended Hampton University in Virginia with his music group, Don Style Music Group, or DSMG. He also released 2 albums and a mixtape. Should have started on YouTube or starred in it, just like many of us would. And he also appeared in various films, and including Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Obstacle Corps, The Outlaw Johnny Black, 5150, and more. He's also executive producer of a brand new production coming soon called Dinner with the God of War. And he also act as Kratos. He's also lead as well, too. So what's this about? I mean, what's the dinner like? Are we invited? We're going to find out just 1 minute. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Columbus, Ohio, the multi-talented actor, singer, performer, and of the movie Dinner with the God of War, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Jarrell Pyro Johnson. Jarrell, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me. I feel welcome. I say that catchphrase every day, so I feel like I belong here. The good morning, good evening. I love that. Good afternoon.
At Scores Podcast 24/7, 365, and you're always welcome. We make you feel welcome. So it's great to have you on board, and we can tell you love Bikini Bottom, and you certainly looking forward to, I'm sure, vacationing there. And you've been actor, singer, performer, born and raised in Compton, California, and now you're in Columbus, Ohio. We'll talk about your journey. You began your career at 5 with the love of music and attended Hampton University in Virginia with your music group, the Don Style Music Group, or DSMG. You also released 2 albums and a mixtape. Should have stayed on YouTube back in 2017. You also appeared in various films like Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Obstacle Corps, The Outlaw Johnny Black, 5150, and now you're the executive and also the main character of Kratos called Dinner with the God of War. What's on the menu? We're going to find out. But first, Jarrell, tell us how you got started.
To be honest, I like to tell people I started in my grandmother's house at 5 years old. My grandma was an avid jazz fan. And I used to literally listen to her jazz tapes. It's funny because I don't remember a lot about back in the day, but I know cassettes used to come, especially jazz cassettes. They used to have a book and it was full of tapes. It was like maybe 4 rows. This is throwback. This is so old school. And I remember
I'm part of the old school. I remember that greatly. And
you remember this?
Were valued back then. Yeah, there were values. Like, yeah, to order them, they cost like, God, $100 or something. And it was like collectibles. Book. You're right. I loved it.
Right. I don't see this anymore. I haven't seen this since I was 5. But I know I used to literally take every tape. And I remember the Macaulay Culkin recorder thing. I used to play it and rap to it while it was playing. And that would be like my way of making music because I didn't have a beat machine or anything like that. All I had was jazz tapes. So I started doing that and I performed it in front of my family. They all, I'm cute. I'm a kid. No matter what you do, you're going to be cute. But that inspired me to just be an entertainer. Like I always wanted to entertain. So I would think that's how it literally started. Entertaining blood. The bug just bit me at 5.
And thanks to Macaulay Culkin, you can appreciate that, especially when you're home alone. I remember those things like, get these guys, will ya?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. And I can see him right now doing that as well, too. And, of course, what was that one exact precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career? Besides, you were talking in the Macaulay Culkin device. What was that one precise moment that simply said, this is what I'm going to do?
Well, the thing is, I didn't know I wanted to be an actor. It seems like that's my most prominent thing now. Acting kind of came to me as an accident. I remember at Hampton University, I used to make music. But at that time, YouTube wasn't that big. We're talking like 2008, 9. YouTube wasn't that huge. I mean, I had a channel, but it wasn't that huge. I left college, went back to home in Compton, and I had friends that say, hey, music you need video now. Like they want music videos. They want something more live. So I said, well, let me make a music video for a song that I made. Problem with that is coming from Compton and living in Compton, I didn't have that much money. And I'm out of college. So you got to realize the college kid, that's another person don't have money. So I had Compton and I had college kid. So no money there.
Compton College, pretty much. Yeah.
Basically, which is funny because I went there first. But
Compton College. I think that's a new innovation right there. Compton College, where we can help you get money, but you got to find a way to
Right.
make money. We can
gotta-
help you. We'll work on that part.
Exactly. So what I did is I made a video myself. I directed it, and I acted in it, because I wanted to be shown. One thing led to another. Someone said, "Hey, you look like you should be an actor," just based on this music video. And I'm like, I've never done this. I don't know what I'm doing. One thing led to another. I got casted as an extra on a film with Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. It's called Glassjaw.
Uh-huh.
I was an extra, and they looked at me, they loved my face and said, "Hey, you want to be a main actor in this?" And I said, "Why not?" And from there, everything dominoes. It just all started falling.
Oh, certainly amazing. Thanks to Napoleon Dynamite, you've been in Black
Yes.
Panther, Wakanda Forever, Obstacle Course, The Outlaw Johnny Blade, 5150, and everything else. And we'll get into that. And who are some of your favorite actors and singers, musicians in movies growing up?
It was always Ice Cube, because that's my home. I loved Ice Cube. I loved Will Smith. And the funny thing is, these people are also I loved as musicians and as actors. So that was a thing to me too, because it's like, well, if they can do it, I can do both too.
Nice.
Those were my two. Music wise, was used to be DMX. As I got older, it changed to Eminem. I love Eminem. And these are just some of the people. And Cedric the Entertainer was always a good influence on me, because the entertainer aspect of him, he did more than just comedy. He did more than just sing. He literally defined what an entertainer was for me back in the day. So literally, Cedric the Entertainer was like one of the main goals that I aspired to be like.
Nice. That's very nice. And how about some of your favorite movies growing up?
Favorite movies, man. I'm all around. I love comedy. I'm a comedy guy, but I love people talking about where I was from. So Friday, of course, was a good one. It had to be, because I felt like I lived Friday. That was a good one. I don't know how old this is. Blue Streak was a good one with Martin
I
Lawrence.
remember Blue Streak. That was Martin Lawrence, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That had to be
It
in the 90s. Martin was the big thing back in the day. It was in the
Yes,
early
he
days
had.
of Fox. And yeah, Sean,
Yes.
am I talking to you?
Yes, man. He was awesome. All of Martin Lawrence back in the 90s, like you said, are correct. I mean, National Security, Blue Streak, The Black Knight, literally like all comedies. I was a comedy fan. If it was any real stuff, Boys in the Hood, Friday, it's only just based on my neighborhood and my area and what I've seen. It was nice to relate to it, basically.
I was just thinking along those lines. How about In Living Color? Do you remember that one?
I do. I do. In Living Color was great. Only thing is, I didn't watch it as much as I wanted to, because I think at the time that it came on, it was a little later than growing up. I think I was in bed. My grandma was strict. And
Oh my gosh. Hey, Damon Wayans told me to get up and do that. It's like, being Blank Man's gonna come right through your room and get
Oh
you.
man, Blank Man. Oh, Blank Man. That reminded me of Meteor Man. That was a good one. That was one of those ones. I mean, I love the Wayans. They were the thing, man. They were. Anytime I could sneak away and watch it in living color, though, I definitely did. For sure.
Oh my gosh, yes. That was a great program. That's where Jim Carrey got his start, and a number of others too. And oh my gosh, it's like, look what's happening. It's almost like the Saturday Night Live, just like a reboot as well, too. So
yeah. It's basically the same thing.
And certainly is as well, too. And of course, you've been in movies yourself, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Obstacle Course, The Outlaw Johnny Blade, 5150. We'll talk about your latest, but first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by SonicWeb Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without the breaking budget? SonicWeb Studios is the answer. SonicWeb Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson Zia has got great reviews. And Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and Nails. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Anchor FM, Podbean, iTunes, also Radio Public, and also on TuneIn, Alexa, and also on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. Make sure you please subscribe. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and take us with you on any mobile device. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Don't forget, check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/me and Molson Zia for T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and great book guys, Missing Once and Wrinkles. Amazon.com/me and Molson Zia. Check it out today and support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We're here with the multi-talented actor, singer, and performer born and raised in Compton, California, now in Columbus, Ohio, Jarrell Pyro Johnson here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about your movies, talk about your journey going from Compton over to Columbus.
Ooh, that's a question.
I mean, you've been all over. So it's like you start in Compton and you're in Columbus now.
Well, yeah. Well, because I went to college in Virginia, and then I went back to California, and then I live everywhere. I even had a little moment when I was in Fort Worth for a little bit.
Oh wow.
I've been to a lot of places. But I actually officially moved to Columbus in 2020 during COVID. And mainly because I like to tell people this because I wanted to go bowling without a vaccination card.
Are you trying to strike, or if they ask for your card, are you allowed to say "spare me, please"?
I love that. I'm using that.
I bowled for quite some time. I've heard all the jokes, so
that is really good, man.
And of course, they ask for your vaccination card. You should tell them to split.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so corny for that, but I love it so much. I'm going to say that to my son tomorrow. He's gonna be like, "What?"
You heard it first. And of course, you were bowling in Columbus, and I'm sure you're probably bowling a 300 game or trying to. And
almost. I think the biggest I've gotten was 230.
Nice.
I mean, in bowling terms, it's not close at all. But I mean, to normal people, that's pretty cool. I don't know why I know all this bowling stuff. I'm a bowler, clearly. But no, it was literally I just wanted to see something different. You know, I just wanted a different lifestyle. And then when I came out here to visit, I fell in love with the people so much. I love my Californians, but Ohio, man, the Midwest love is just it's different. It's different.
And it certainly is as well, too. You also landed some key roles as well, too. You were in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Obstacle Course, the Outlaw Johnny Black, 5150. And tell us about some of those and, some stories behind it, especially Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, one of my favorites.
Yeah, now that film, I tell everyone I manifested that role. To be honest with you, people say, how do you get it? I always say, I just believe that I was going to be the next Black Panther. Next thing you know what, I got called out to Tyler Perry Studios. Didn't know what I was going for. I really thought I was going to do some lowly work. One thing led to another. They said they wanted me to stand in for one of the main characters. I did that. And from there, they said, same thing as the glass jaw thing. I like your face. I want you to be in this film. And I don't know. My face is just doing a lot more for me than my words, I guess, or my actions. As long as I put my face somewhere, someone is like, I wish you in this. I'm like, okay. So, but it was a great experience. It was long. It was excruciating, but it was fun. I'm glad it's over. We were shooting that so long, especially during COVID. It was really, really hard to shoot that film.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was shot in Georgia, Puerto Rico, some in California. It was a lot of few places. So the traveling during COVID, I'm just glad that it's over, and I'm glad that it's shown, and I'm glad that people love it.
That is so nice. I mean, you had to be in there as well, too. And of course, you also had 5150, and I think you had Obstacle Course, Outlaw Johnny Black, and tell us about some of those.
Well, Obstacle Course was my first Columbus film that I've done. So when I moved to Columbus, my goal was I wanted to be immersed in the community. I felt like the best way for me to be immersed in Columbus was to join a Columbus group or do a Columbus film. So I saw they asked for people. I auditioned for one role. I didn't get it because I wasn't old enough, which is the first time I ever felt young in my life in a long time. I was like, thank you. But I auditioned for this main role. They ended up giving me this role as an enforcer. because I was big. And the thing is it was fun. It was directed by Hope Madden. She's a local independent filmmaker. And I don't know, I have this thing where I want to help independent filmmakers just as much as I want to be a part of the big film like Disney. So when I saw her passion and her drive, I was like, I have to be in this film. I don't even care what role. I just want to be in this. Plus, to say that I've done a film in Ohio, to me feels like I belong here. That was my sense of belonging. And so far as the Outlaw Johnny Black, I'm just always at the right place at the right time. I mean, that was by Michael Jai White, same situation, great actor. I was just in the right place at the right time. I mean, there is no secret sauce. I'm just literally I'm moving. I believe in the magical universe. And I just put out these positive affirmations and positive vibes, and it seems like I get roles. They happen so quick now that it's like I don't even know anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, I'll take it. I'll do it.
And what are some of the roles that you also been involved in as well too? If there's others we haven't talked about, you can talk about those.
Well, 5150 was a short film in LA. That was by Denzel Whitaker. That is the kid from The Great Debaters. A lot of people, I mean, you know Denzel and then you know Whitaker, but when you put it together, like there's a Denzel Whitaker. Yeah, that was he's a great actor. That film was another short film that I just literally invested some money in and wanted to be a part of it. Because I liked the story behind it. It was about just being accepted in America as someone that doesn't look like the majority of America. And basically that's what it was. So I was like, I have to be a part of that. I just did Fame City. That was a new film that is not out yet, but it's coming out.
Nice.
That's another film in Ohio. That's my second Ohio film. So my goal is for every 2 to 3 big projects, I want to do at least one small local independent film. So that's why I'm always trying to have a new film under my belt. I'm excited about this new film coming out called The Lost Ship. We're shooting that in Greece.
It's supposed to be nice.
2023. I am so excited to go to Greece and shoot this film. This will probably be, and don't get me wrong, Black Panther Wakanda Forever was a huge film, but to go to Greece, to me, is probably the biggest thing I've ever been a part of when it comes to film. So I am like overly ecstatic. And it just got posted to my Google. So it's like, it's official. Like I am so excited for that. I mean, I can go down the list. We have a whole
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't want to. I'll take up the whole show. It's so much. It's a blessing, though. It's really a blessing. It's like every 2 to 3 months, there's a new film. I'm doing another fan film called Power Man and Iron Fist, which is a story about Luke Cage, but it's a fan film version of it. No offense to Michael Coulter, but I feel like I look more like Luke Cage than him. So I feel like this film is made for me. And that's one of my my happy places too that I'm at right now.
Oh, that's so nice as well, too. And it's totally amazing as well. And of course, so we'll talk about your latest Dinner with the God of War, you being the executive producer, having more of a lead in this one here. We'll talk about that with Jarrell Pyro Johnson. You listen to the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com, powered by Sonic Studios, and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The Missing. We'll be back with the multi-talented Jarrell Pyro Johnson after this time. We're back with the amazing multi-talented actor, singer, performer, Jarrell Pyro Johnson here on the Mike Widener Show. We talk about the upcoming Lost Ship, also Power Man, Iron Fist. He was in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and a few others as well, too, having his own mixtape, couple albums. And I don't think we covered the albums yet, have we? Or
no. No, we haven't. So currently I have 2 albums. Well, actually I have a mixtape. It's called Shoulda Stayed on YouTube. That was just what I did is I literally take every popular song and I just make my own version of a rap to it. It was fun. I didn't make money on it. It was just fun. My official album was called Symphony in LA Minor. That was literally talking about LA. I was a symphony, and to me, LA was minor and I was major. That's the whole
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it was. That was my first album. That came out in 2017. I would say 2020, it took a long time. I even hate to say this, but 2020 was my second album called Life is a Musical. And in that album, I'm literally just talking about how we are all sent here on earth to play a certain part in this game that's called life, but it's a musical. We have our ebbs and flows, and everything or everyone is watching you, and what you put on the stage is how everyone will perceive you or what you can teach people. That's literally what the album is about. That is my gist. Stacey Toy is actually featured on that album. Really cool. That was fun. And then now currently I am working on the third album called Play Your Part, which is part 2 to Life is a Musical, because life is a musical, so play your part. I'm working on that. It's a little hard to get to it right now because I'm executive producing a film, as you said. So it's I'm trying to find the balance, but my music is my first passion, to be honest. So everything I do, I like to go back to music because I feel like I can literally express myself more on music versus in reality.
And of course, just along those lines, right now as you speak, you are having dinner with the God of War, and tell us more about that.
So Dinner with the God of War is a fan film that I created. And the thing is, so after Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I went on a mini tour to talk to a few schools. I went to one of the schools, well, 5 of the schools were in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. And I was so inspired by going there, talking to the children about, living their dreams and becoming more than their community or their inner city. And it inspired me because I had children coming to me because we like, well, come ask questions. And I mean, it was crazy. It blew my mind to see all these kids that were in love with me. It was like,
Wow.
oh, man. There's like, if you watch, I think there was a news clip on CBS, you'll see me cry. Like, it was so overwhelming. I was so excited and happy for what I can give to these kids. So I asked, one child came up to me, was like, hey, if I wanted to make a movie right now, could I do it? And I'm like, yeah. And he said, anything? I said, yeah. And he was like, well, I was like, well, give me an example. What would you make a movie about? He said, well, I like God of War, the game. I would make a movie about that. So the funny thing is I've been called Kratos all my life because I've been looking like him forever, since high school. So one thing led to another. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this film for that kid.
Nice.
But in turn, it was actually more than just for that kid. It was for the whole community. It was for the idea that no matter what level or stage that you're at in life or where you live, you can create anything that's masterful. So that's literally what Dinner with the God of War is. So I brought it back to Columbus and I hired a bunch of people, over 60 people, 35 crew, 38 cast. I had this idea. The fabulous Nicole Barber is her name. She helped me write the script. A few of the ideas came from a few of my friends, Solar Gray, Christopher Gatros, and we just made this ultimate dope story. So we took what God of War gave us in the game, and we turned it to something more miraculous and something way more bigger. The script is probably the best, and I'm not just saying this because it's mine. This is probably the best script that I've ever read, and I think this is probably going to be the best short film. I would say I would even put it up with movie that anyone's ever seen. And we're talking like a 30 to 40 minute film, short film, but it is going to knock so many other films out. And I'm not just saying it because it's mine. Like, these words in here was put together with so much passion and love. I am so excited. I think I'm more overjoyed for this than pretty much anything probably since I've had my son. This is like the second best thing in my life right now.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
And I'm so excited. We're releasing a trailer tomorrow. So I'm excited to show it to the world. I'm just excited for it. But that's pretty much what Dinner with the God of War is in a nutshell. It's a story about the gods and about how it's modernized to our time and what we live in today.
That's amazing. Of course, I'm sure somebody's asking, what is for dinner with the God of War?
Well, to me, when I hear someone say dinner with someone, it's more than food. It's literally food for soul. It's food.
I know. I'm just playing with you, but I understand.
Yeah, but people, you have to sometimes. You got to tell them because they be like, you didn't say that, But it's literally food for thought, food for soul. It's sitting around interviewing a person about their life and their life experiences and how they can teach you how to better their lives. Your life, excuse me.
That's really interesting. Where can we find Dinner with the God of War and all your works at, Jarrell?
Well, you can always find me on website pyro26.com, or if it's easier, jarrellpyrojohnson.com. And everything is always on IMDb. You can Google Dinner with the God of War, and it'll all come up.
Okay, we'll certainly do that as well, too. Here with the multi-talented actor, singer, performer, Jarrell Pyro Johnson from Compton, California, now in Columbus here on the Mike Wagner Show. In just a few more minutes here, and love to have you back. What can we expect from you in 2023 and beyond, besides with all you got? What else can we expect from you?
Oh, man, Dinner with the God of War. I'm coming out with another short fan film off of DC called Augustus. It's about the story of Icon, the Black Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And then another film called Triverse, which is the reversal of Big with Tom Hanks. It's another,
Interesting.
right. And then I have a children's book coming out called Blobby the Blobfish. And that is like my biggest. Yeah, I know.
Blobby the Blobfish?
Yes, Blobby the Blobfish. We're working
Oh
on
my
illustrations
goodness.
right
I can imagine it right now. They're giving my grandkids or something.
Yes, it's so good.
Oh man, oh man. Oh, we got some great ideas coming out as well. We got to have you back. And of course, you got to bowl more often. And I'm sure stuff great will come up as well, too. Even if the bowl for soup, too. So, oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. And who do you consider biggest influence in a career?
Um, as of now, it's so hard to even say. As of right now, my biggest influencer, it's so many good influencers. I love Elon Musk. I love the creatives. I love the geniuses. I love the Kanye Wests. I love the people that have impacted this world in ways that have never been impacted before. So I
Mm-hmm.
look up to anyone who's done something different that hasn't been done. I am an innovator and I believe in previous innovators, honestly.
That's really interesting and looking forward to that. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
This is so cliche, and I hate to even say this. Don't quit. Like, and I mean, that is literally it. I don't know anything that's better than don't quit.
Mm-hmm. And of course, that's very true as well, too. So nothing wrong with that. So
Yeah.
very inspiring as well, too, Jarrell. We're here with the multi-talented actor, singer, performer, Jarrell Pyro Johnson here on the Mike Wagner Show. Dinner with the God of War coming soon. Jarrell, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having it soon. Learned a lot. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Live have you back. And once again, what's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people check out all your works?
Pyro2sick.com, or if it's easier, JarrellPyroJohnson.com, or you can just Google that name and you will see everything.
Everything indeed. We will do so. Once again, Jarrell, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you in soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Live after back. Wish you all the best. And Jarrell, you definitely have a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This was definitely a pleasure. This is one of the goals that I've had in my life to be on this show. So thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.